Yeah, here we are. Bagana bange mwena abatulaba abali jemuli Uganda olwalero eno jemulengera wano ye hotel omuli nabanja mwaze olwalero avaawo wano tusazeewo to staging a demonstration against her actions in Japan, appeals zebakola okusaba sente olwalero bemulaba wano bana Uganda abayina ebibanyiga okulaba nti tufuna obuyambi buno okuva mu mawanga nga gano. Japan yemu ku mawanga agakola ebintu byago mu mazima n'obwenkanya ebiseera ebisinga tebamanyi bulimba. So obulimba nabanja bwe bakola yazze wano abeera mu summit eyasoose ey'okulwanira abantu abatalina mmere, bagamba abantu tebalina mmere, abaana baffe enjala. So we are here to put things right. Whatever lies they made, we are putting them right, and we are saying it loud to the Japanese government and the Japanese nationals, everyone concerned, that they should not be conned by the junta whose government is illegitimate. We engaged in a general presidential election that our candidate, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobby Wine, unanimously won beyond reasonable doubt. So Museveni, as usual, since he has never won any genuine election, yesiba ku bukulembeze bwaffe natula mu ntebe gye tulaba nti kati emocha. They've lost every support. I think mugenda kuba musobola okulaba ebipande bino ebiriko Museveni is a cold blood killer nga tubivunudde ne mu Japan, for our Japanese people to be able to understand the message. Free our people. He has abducted many of our people. Bonaba sibe, bring back our people. I think eyo namubiraba bano bemulaba bana Uganda newankubadde nti obubaka twabufunye late nga nabanja agenda kuvaawo. We managed to come up with something. At least tugamba nti abantu bonna balina okujja ku Museveni obuyambi, balina okulekerawo okulimbibwa. Recently balimba abantu nti Uganda tulina Ebola. Ebola has been a disease in Uganda. We cannot say that it's wrong, but they are trying to exaggerate the pandemic, or the epidemic. It's not a pandemic, actually. They are saying it's a pandemic, yet it's not. According to what they do, always contradict whatever they say. Right now, we have Nabanja, who is here to solicit funds, since they've lost credibility from all money lenders or money lending organizations, legitimate organizations. So they try to con other countries, Japan inclusive. And now, since they failed, last time Museveni tried to access that the funds in the TICAD, and we fought it. So we are trying this time around to come up with the same information, despite hiding it away from us. We've managed to come up with something, and we shall try to follow it up so that they do not get money at all. Twagala Museveni achivemo batuvire bave mu nsi yaffe, oba baagala oba tebaagala. Tugenda kuddamu okwongera okuwaayo message eno. Tuze ne petition ya miko ebiri, mwojja kubanga tujja gibateera ku mitimbagano mugirabe ennyonnyola buli kimu kye balimbye abantu. Abantu bennyini bwe bali. It's not an illegal demonstration you see here. It's a peaceful demonstration, but we want to put things right. We are calling upon all concerned people in the world to stop being hoodwinked, to get the truth, because there's no way they can come up with the truth unless they talk to the people concerned. Ugandans, yesterday, Nabanja was also on one of the Japanese televisions, NHK, where she said she was lamenting that Ugandans are dying of hunger. Ugandans are dying of hunger, and the main cause is that the government is behind the land grabbing and the destruction of the already grown food. So Ugandans are hardworking people. We work. We know how to work for ourselves. We are not beggars. They are turning us into beggars and a laughing stock in the whole world. We are not weaklings, and you know we bear witness, and all people all people all over the world can accept that. So we are calling upon everyone concerned, please make sure wherever you are, you notify the people or the community where you reside, where you are right now, and tell them they should not be hoodwinked by these crooks. It's a government of crooks. They conduct lies. They say they want to save Ugandan children that are suffering, but they are the very people behind the abduction and killing of their own fathers. So Ugandan people are working and they can work for themselves. We can sustain ourselves if we get rid of the junta. And they've been always sustained by these other governments that get hoodwinked, and that is what we are trying to give out today. So we call upon all Ugandans from every corner of the world and all other people, peace-loving people, please, please and please, make sure you do not fall into the traps of these thieves. Nabanja is inside here, and as usual, she's now the only person that has had a clean record before. She has been brought into this to sit in for other well-known international crooks. The invitation was set for the First Lady, and she could not attend because she knew this was going to come up. They tried to hide the information, and finally we got here. We would have turned up in many numbers, but at least these ones came to make a point. Even a single Ugandan is enough to give out the truth. We want to notify, and I will give you voices of these people. Here I'm your host today on all platforms of National Unity Platform, all platforms that advocate for change in the country. We still demand the release of our people, a stoppage to the abductions, the torture, and all other human rights abuses that Ugandans are subjected to. So I think I'll hand over the phone to someone to at least to all these people to give out their message. Yes, what do you have to say? Chichicho yagala kugamba abantu Muganda wange kuchine chiriwo. People power, our power. People power, our power. NUP everywhere. I need the vibe everywhere. People power, people power, our power, people power, our power, everywhere, NUP, we want our people.
You're not welcome here. You are not welcome here. You are not welcome here in Japan.
We cannot accept that support that the governments, legitimate governments, and even the taxpayers' money. Japanese must be concerned about this, because it's these people toiling. Like for today, if you look at the weather, it's very cold. People go out and toil. They pay their taxes, and the government dishes out the tax onto governments that do not care about their people. They do not care about humanity at all. They come out and camouflage and lie, tell lies that they care, yet they are not. Nabanja should be a mother, and a mother who is after the abduction and the grabbing of land of the people. She comes from the Bunyoro region, and in Bunyoro she owns almost square miles of land, all grabbed from people without paying. So we've got very many people that have been arrested. Actually, it's not arrested, it's abductions. They abduct our people. Most of them turn out dead. They torture. They've inflicted a lot of pain and fear into the people so that Ugandans cannot even talk. Back home, it's chaos. Japanese vehicles, the highest vans, the vans are now nicknamed drones. They are used for abductions. The most unique word that people are used to talk about in Uganda or Africa as well has been the Pandagai action that is now back. All juntas, all dictators have been using the same tactics. Whoever says no to their rule, they abduct them, they kill them. There is a message there that Ebola in Uganda is a scam. Yes, it's a scam. We shall repeat that and we shall cry it loud until you people outside here understand what we mean. If Ugandans have got Ebola at the rate which the government says, they wouldn't have been behind the organization of events like concerts, like the recently concluded Kenzo Festival. Is it the Kenzo Festival that gathered thousands of people, and they were amidst the Ebola crisis, and they were saying that they were behind the Ebola, the Kenzo concert. Then with the Ebola crisis that they're talking about, you cannot organize a marathon that was commenced by Nabanja herself. So Nabanja should be ashamed, unless it's only funny that she attended everything and she was dishing out money without anything. No SOPs followed against what they are saying. So these people should be, they are now thieves, they are crooks, and they should be taken into custody for deception and trying to acquire funds in the 7 must go.
The guns won't save you. Seven must go. Seven must go. Finish it with the guns.
Free our people, free our country.
Free our people. Free our people. Free our people. Seven must go. Free our people. Free our people. Seven must go. For Uganda. Free our people. Uganda. Answer the question. It is our brother. Bring back our people. Bring back our people. Demand immediate release of our brother. Stop abducting our people. Seven must go. Seven must go. Bring back our people. Seven must stop killing our people.
Uganda is for Ugandans. Seven must go. Nabanja, you have no business in Japan.
The one you're seeing now, she's called Elizabeth, Madame Elizabeth Dugwama Nanteza, and she's currently our Asia Pacific leader, elect or appointed recently. You saw the post. Can you have a word? Cool, yeah,